Hey, welcome back. We're back in Timberborn again today. And today, again, we're going to be developing over here in this corner. In fact, this whole area right here, I want to get developed out and maybe a little bit more. We're going to get bots in here. We're going to get food in here. We're going to get storage in here. And we're going to get supplies and maybe even some entertainment for the beavers. But the first thing first, we are going to do this right here. We're going to get these bots down because it's about time we got some of those. Let's grab that. Now, since last time, there have been a couple more updates to our mods. So I've went through and did get some more of the mods, plus updated the ones I have. So hopefully those stay working. We're going to, oops, that's the vertical. That's the straight one. That changed locations. There we go. We're going to go ahead, get that in there. We're going to just pause these. I would like to unlock the universal because it should be working now, I do believe. Before, I believe it was having some sort of issue where it would crash the game if you used it, but not now. So we're going to do that. Now, we want these to be the highest priority. Get those done first. There we go. And our well-being, we do have the Ferris wheel back, so we'll purchase that. We're also going to get the carousel in here. In fact, I would like it probably about here. However, we're going to pause that because we might need to put some other stuff in here. Let's see. We would like Ferris wheel. We will put you, how about here? Yeah, that looks good to me. We'll also pause that because I don't know if that's exactly where we're going to want it, but we'll figure that out. In fact, I know that's not where we're going to want it because we're going to want the power to go underneath here. So we'll have to figure that out. While they're working on that, we're going to go ahead and see if we can get in a... Here we go. We'll put in a farm here. We'll put in a farm. How far over can you get? There we go. We'll put in another farm about there. And we will go ahead and tell them to start on some of these fields here. Let's see. We want... There we go. There's the crops. We've got our kohlrabi up here. We've got a little bit of soybean. We've got some cassavas. So let's go ahead and get some canola in here, which we might need more of that. But we're also going to do some corn. There we go. And we'll do eggplant here. And probably in here as well. We'll move them around as we find out what we need and don't need. With a really long drought on the way, we're going to want to make sure that we can pull in as much water as possible. So we're going to go ahead and grab, let's see, there it is, deep water pump. We're going to put about here, and we'll put one here, and one here. And that'll give us a little bit of extra water. And then down below, we'll also put some in there. Let's see, we'll do water pump. Get rid of that road there. We can just redraw it around if we need to. There we go. Water pump. There we go. There we go. There we go. Get our roads in here. And we will set these to be the highest priority possible so that we know those will get made. We also want our workplace to be highest possible so we know they'll get people in them, and then we'll come back later and set the other things that we're going to need. Let's go high. There we go. They'll get those going. Now, up here, let's see. Looks like we've got a place where we should probably put a bridge right about here as the road is going down. Let's take out these trees here. As for the bridge, let's see. We want another bridge right about here. And we'll connect in this road here. That looks good so far. I like the way that that's going. Oh, look here. They've got our dynamite in. Let's get that going. And power and universal power shaft. We're going to put in the universals and hope for the best. In between here, we're going to put that. Then we're going to do our science. We're going to get our third bot factory. There we go. And we'll unpause all these so they can get started on them. Over here, I'm going to take both of these out since we know approximately where we're going to put them. And we are going to delete that. We're going to delete, let's say, this one here. We'll get those in there, those in there. We'll set them to the second highest so they know they get done quickly. Let's also set this stuff up to be second highest. Maybe not you. Make sure that we can see underneath there. Yep, that should be good. They'll make that. That should all be good. No problems there whatsoever. I think we're also going to need probably a medical place over here. So let's go ahead and get that in. Here's our healer. Let's just toss you there. And we have 10 beavers outside. So let's fix that problem, which that should be fine there. And I think, yeah, I think we should be good with that. That should be plenty of coverage. While we're waiting for some of this other stuff to go in, let's go ahead, close this up, and we'll figure out what's going to go here. I think first two things we're going to put in here is our number crunchers. There we go. Let's put a couple of those in here. That fits just nearly perfectly. There you go. That looks good. And we'll have to wait until some of this other stuff is put in here before we figure out what else could or should go in here. With the dam finished over here, we can probably get rid of some of this stuff here. We'll go ahead and do that. We will tell this one to empty. We're going to go ahead and empty that as well. And then they can move all that out. We'll clean all this area up and come back to this area maybe in a little while. They've finally got their dynamite in, so we're going to go ahead and detonate that out. There we go. And then once again, we're going to take the power shafts right underneath here. This one, universal here. Universal here. Straight power shaft, there we go. And we're going to put on our platform, there we go. Not sure what this platform is different or why that one's any different. Is that the large one? Did it get moved? These are the reinforced ones. Yeah, I don't know what's different about those. We'll have to look into that eventually. All right, so we've got a number cruncher there. We need something to fill this space. And we've got 1, 2, 3. So what I think we're going to do here, let's put in food processors. Here's our food factory. There we go. 1, 2, and we'll put in another food factory. There we go. That can be our third one. We'll get that right through there. And then in here, we can do maybe some storage along with here. We've got this one area right there, which, you know what? I think we are going to pause that. We're going to go back into science. And a control tower, I think, would work pretty well right here, since we're going to have a lot of bots probably in this area at some point. They can work on putting all that up. That should get us connected in here. Now let's go back to our well-being. Our carousel is going to go here. However, I think I want more explosives. I'm going to do more explosives across here. Once those are in, we'll put the carousel in, and then we'll try and situate the Ferris wheel as well. I was overlooking at the fields, and I remember what we could put here. What we could do is, let's go back to the food, and we'll get a couple of the oil presses. We're going to need those. Let's see. The door exits on the wrong side. Well, that is not good at all. Can I... If I were to take this out of here, and that out of here, what could I do with oil presses here? Well, that definitely would not connect. I don't like that either. Let's see. No. How many empty places are there here? That's only 2. We are in kind of a bind here. We have odd placement of everything. You know what? Let's do food factories. We're just going to say... Nope, I can't do 3 there. But I can do coffee place here. There we go. And now let's do... Where's our oil press? There it is. Let's do oil press, oil press. Nope, we'll move those back from the road. Can't move those back from the road. Well, how about a fermenter? Fermenter, here we go. If we do this and this, there we go. That gives us a little bit in there. And then we can put our tower about here. That's a little more centered on everything. There we go. We'll pause this one. That way all of this gets built in there first. And we will take a road around this way. And we'll put storage back here probably for stuff. And some storage here and maybe some over here as well. With our bot factories starting up, we're going to need somewhere to actually assemble the bots. So what I'm going to do is one of my favorite things here and just take a nice ladder. Here we go, ladder. We're going to build you right up here. And you can go there. We'll set you to the highest possible so we know that gets done quickly. Then we're going to come back into our science, get our assemblers, and we could do that 3 times, but I think I could also just turn them. There we go. And that should hopefully keep up. We'll put those there. We'll put those there. Finally, let's get the charging stations up here. 1 there and 1 there. Yeah, that looks good. They can work on getting all of that set up and hopefully get us some bots eventually. While we're waiting, though, to get all that set up, let's also set up some storage for the parts. We're going to set up 3 large warehouses, I think. There we go. That looks good. We're going to run a path here right underneath it. Probably go right to there. Yep, that turned out all right. We'll set up these real quick for our heads, limbs, chassis, and limbs. There we go. And that should help out just a bit. I've noticed we've still got a couple of beavers in this area sleeping outside. So let's see if we can fix that with maybe a couple more of these. We'll go ahead and put up maybe a nice high-rise set up between those 2. And I think that should take care of the number of beavers that we need to take care of. I think at some point we're going to go ahead and try and continue the industry out this way a little bit. So what we're going to do here is we're just going to remove all this. And I would also like some stairs over here so we can get down. Do I want some decorative stairs? No, let's just go with normal stairs. Normal stairs, here we go. Once that gets put in, we can continue our industry out this way, or even add some more power plants if we need them in. Well, here's our connection point for our power over here. So let's go ahead and get that in there. We're going to go ahead, put in, let's see. We want power shafts coming over here. And we're going to do another universal here, one here. There we go. And we can finally put in all of these here. And where's our well-being? There we go. We want our carousel in there. That should go in there just fine. Where's our Ferris wheel? Gonna have to figure out how to get power to that. So it looks like I need 2 more. Right here and right here. Right? That was where we needed them. Yep, that should come up directly into there. Take that back out, this back out. We're going to need you to be that. Probably only needed a 3, but that's okay. There's that for you. And then we can put that in there. What else can we put in here? There's about 3 in between from what I saw. So let's see. Let's put in... let's try... Well, we don't really have a campfire, so let's put in a campfire here. And we will load some more pieces, and then we'll put in a rooftop terrace. So that should give them plenty of stuff to do. This area right here, I think we're going to dedicate to getting some books over here. So we're going to put... Maybe we do this? Yeah, let's do that. We still need one more food area, I do believe. So let's... Where can we put this other food processor in? Here's our food factory. We could put it in there. Or we could just put it right there. And that leaves space for... Where's our oil press? There's our oil press. We'll put in 2 oil presses. And in this last little space here... I'm wondering, is there more? There are 3 different type of fermented items, so we could definitely do that. Let's take and put another fermenter right here. We will take a road, we will come straight across here, and that should be good to go. We still need like a paper factory, but we can get to that down in the industrial area probably. We're definitely going to need more trees at some point, and I've been thinking for a while that maybe we can get a little bit of a forest growing up here to give some privacy to this this nice little area that we're going to build back here. So what I think I'm going to do, we're going to take and put a ladder right about... Let's say here. Yeah, that looks good. And we'll go here, up here. We'll go that way. Oops, don't want that. We will put in a nice forester. That should cover a large portion of the area. There we go. We'll put that in right there. In fact, what I think I will do is we will put it down here. There we go. That way it's kind of hidden behind any trees that it plants. We will put in a lumberjack flag. In fact, we might put 2 of them right there. And we will tell them to plant all the big bushy oaks right in this area and this area. And I hope they can get to most of that now. Yep, they sure can. In fact, they can get all the way over to here. So we'll have them plant all of that too. Now, along the edge here, we could probably plant something else. Or what we could do is we do a bit of decoration. Let's get a beaver statue in there. Yeah, I think that'll work nice. Turns out pretty nice that way. Our food factories are finally going in, so what we're going to do now is we need to make sure that we have everything, or we're producing every type of food. So what we're going to do here is we're going to go ahead and grab our hydroponic gardens, and just like over on the other side, we're going to make 4 of them. So we'll go 1 here, turn this one around this way, that one can go this way, and the last one like that can go there. Then we just got to build in our structure. There we go. That should get them to there just fine. And over here we need a 3 and a 2 and 1 set of stairs. Here we go. And that should get us every type of food. Once all of this is in, we'll get the storage in for it. They've got a little bit of this in here set up, so we're going to go ahead, detonate those out. We want to take our power. We're going to extend it over here, get our universal shaft there, and then let's go ahead, toss in our nice Ferris wheel. There we go. There's a Ferris wheel for us. What else do we got that's in here? A frog statue. We could definitely do with a frog statue. Let's see. I want to put you right there. I think that'll end up just fine. Over here, let's take and get in some more of these. There we go. And then we will put in our, what is this? The rooftop terrace that's at street level. Because why not, right? There we go. That should be everything powered up, ready to go. I'm noticing we're getting a big backup on gears. We're waiting on gears for basically everything. So we are going to work on getting rid of that. Unfortunately, the only way to do that really is to get rid of one of the gear factories. And we will make a power line under the road to make more gear factories on the other side of the road. So we'll set that up. We've got these as highest priority. They are very loud. And then we'll put the gear factory back here. Once the power is here, we'll put gear factories on this side, and then we'll figure out what we can do on this side with the space that's left. And there we go. We got the 3 of those in, so we're going to put those bombs back in. Toss our power lines under the road. There we go. One of our... There we go. And one of these. Do that. We'll tell them those I would like done first. Grab our gears here. Oops, gears. There we go. Put that back, and then we're going to put a bunch of gears up across the road as well. Let's see. And we'll put more storage for them down here at the end, I believe. Then over here, it looks like there's room. Yeah, we'll do. There we go. That turned out pretty nice. Let's make this gear factory fairly important, and we'll make the other ones just a little more important as well, so that they can start really getting to that gear production. While they build this over here, let's come over and get in a couple more power plants, because I know we are running behind on those. So let's go ahead, get this in. What we're going to do here is do that, and then we're going to do that. Actually, would it just be easier if I just did the normal high power shaft here? Yeah, actually it would. We'll do that. I'm going to make that highest priority. We're going to pause you and you until you've got the other one in here. And oh, random dynamite. Let's just hit that. There we go. They'll get that in there. Once they do, we will have them build these and these behind here so that we can continue out with more engines if we need to. There's a big area in here that goes barren quite often. It might not be such a big thing once we can get our water a little more evened out. But in the meantime, what I think I'm going to do is we're going to take and turn this place into a forest somehow. So let's take our path. Actually, we need a way down, don't we? Let's see. Let's go from here. Yeah, that'll work just fine. We'll come from here. We can redo this path. We'll remove all these. There we go. Now they have kind of a straight path down there. Let's go over from here up to here. We won't be able to connect this in right away because that's a different district. However, what we can do is we'll go ahead and actually, what I think I'd like to do, we'll run a path right here and delete out this path that I made. There we go. Back to that one too. We'll put the one path back, and we are going to make a canal off of the lake here into this area to get a little more greenery. It might actually come out and around at some point too, just to get more greenery, but we'll let the main district fill that in since they have a little less going on at the moment. We did manage to get our canal put in here. And of course, we are going to do the same thing that we normally do. We're just going to toss a dam in right there. There we go. And we're going to make the canal a little bit deeper so that we get more water saved up for longer. We'll see if we can get a second or even a third row taken care of there. While we're doing that, let's go ahead and put in the forester. We're going to put it in right on the corner here. Then we're going to put in, let's see, how about you and you? There we go. And we did make a couple of trenches here, but we're going to make those a little bit better as well to hold in a little bit more water against these really long droughts that we're getting now. I decided to go ahead and take the dam out of there and put a floodgate in. We shouldn't need to control it, but just in case the water never gets to where it needs to be here, we do want to keep this filled, so we'll use a floodgate to make it a little more controllable. Our first bots are out, and instead of using them to make more bots, I'm going to currently use them to get more water. Our water is a little behind after that really long drought last time, so I'm hoping that some of the bots being assigned to some of these water places helps get us back to where we need to be for that. Down here where we've made our canal, we're going to go ahead and fill it in so that we can build some more lumberjack places, because this oak forest is going to take a while to grow, but it's also going to take a while to cut down. Cutting down those bigger trees takes quite a while sometimes. So we're going to go ahead and do something like that, get a little bit more wood gathering in there. Seems to be a lot of injury going on in this colony with all of this new industry coming out. In fact, we'll go ahead and unpause that. We'll prioritize that to get some oil. We'll have to make some extra storage for that at some point. But I think what we're going to do is at least make one more medical bed. We're going to put it right there. There we go. And hopefully that helps with a couple of beavers. We'll go ahead and tell them that that's the most important thing at the moment. Look at all those beavers. I'm not sure where all the industrial accidents are coming from, but I can't wait to get the golems so they don't get hurt. With most of this area already developed, we're going to go ahead and split out our districts. Probably, let's get rid of you, and we'll take out maybe these two. There we go. And we will put in our new district crossing. There we go. And now they can eventually work on getting down here. We'll make that a slightly higher priority for our builders so that they can continue on making this forest. Finally have a couple of extra bots here and there, so we're going to go ahead and see if we can unlock this. There we go. So bots can be making bots again. We can go ahead and turn on the control tower to increase the speed that they work. And then once we get a couple more, we'll fill in these with more bots as well. with our ever-rising population, we're going to need even more housing here. So we're just going to toss that down here. And our water is not doing excellent, but hopefully that catches up over the course of the day. The middle of our colony looks to be all set up. We've got our food stations, we've got some coffee, we've got books, we've got a Ferris wheel, a carousel. Everything is looking pretty good over here. So I think we'll save the rest for next time. We've got to get a little storage in for all of this stuff that we put in. We're going to get another center here for bot making, and we need some more power. So as that goes, that's what we'll work on next time. But that's going to do it for today. So I just want to say thank you very much for stopping by. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you want to see more, and I'll see you next time. Bye.